What's good, family? It's your boy Old Soul J, and I'm back with another video. And today we are about to react to another 607 Unk and B-Dell video. Now, family, if you've seen my last not my last reaction, but the video I did when I reacted to them, that video was from 5 months ago, right? I mean, I posted it the other day, but the original video that I reacted to was from 5 months ago. Now, I found another video that came out after that video that I'm about to react to, right? And hold on, family, look. So, I'm looking at these comments, and everybody is on Unk's side. And now, if y'all didn't see what I said, let me just tell y'all what I said in the first video. It was my first time watching a video of 607 Unk. And in that video, I said, I feel like he's a plant. I did mention, too, that I've heard talk about that, and I didn't know if it was true until I watched the video. And some people may say, you think that because of the influencing of other people saying that. Trust and believe, family. I would have thought that anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Because, listen, everybody in this comment section is on Unk's side. For real, for real. And even the person who posted it, B-Dell 1014 and Phase 1 attack 607 Unk. So even the person who posted the video, Rashad Jamal 3.0, he's on 607 Unk's side. So if it really is infiltration, like what B-Dell was saying in that video, and what I was practically saying as well, but I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? That's a belief. We don't know that. It just, the way he's portraying himself or presenting himself is what has led me and others to that conclusion. But if he really is, it's working. Because he's definitely building a fan base and people are on his side. As I edited the video, I actually edited that last video I was just talking about. The first video I reacted to with them. I actually edited that one today, part of it. And I can say that when Unk was yelling at the camera saying, "You too smart, you too smart." Because I had mentioned earlier in the beginning of that video that B-Dell has a very extensive vocabulary. He talks really fast. So you got to really actively listen to catch what he's saying. And 607 Unk was basically saying, like, we trying to wake people up. And you talking like that, you confusing people. You got to say it in a way that they understand. See, when he was saying that, I understood where he was coming from. Because I even expressed, before he said that in that video, how I felt about B-Dell's vocabulary. But the way Unk was behaving, I was like, nah, ain't no way. It's too much negativity, it's too much chaos. He's bringing disruption. Like, maturity in itself is a level of consciousness, if we being real. Very, very immature actions, very immature behavior, even though he be saying some real things. But now there's people in the comments saying that B-Dell's too much. See, now I could admit this. I do look at B-Dell as more of a scholar. Like, there's more people who are more spiritual, and there's more people who are just more historians. There's more people who are just, that's going to break it down from you, technicality. That's all about, you know, from a logical standpoint. Whichever route you go, we all understand that we've been lied to. You feel what I'm saying? They all have the same, we just playing different roles. You feel me? Everybody still understands that we are in a matrix. They will all tell you, whichever role they play, they will all tell you that we are in a matrix, which is a fact. But I do understand what they're saying. I did have, this is why I don't necessarily watch B-Dell, because when you have discernment, you can recognize from a conscious state where people resonate in more, what energy they're resonating in more. You can decide what kind of energy or what kind of vibe or what you're looking for, where you want to, what can you get from this person. And depending on yourself, you might not need that type of energy, so you might not come to said person like that or his content like that. You get what I'm saying? I saw a comment that said, damn, everybody on Unk's side is crazy. See, like, I do understand that. Look, this person said 607 on point though. If you know, you know. Basically, he's saying you have to meet people where they at in order to get through. He explains that a couple of times. But there's a lot of ego going on where the message is not being heard. Damn, yeah, I already know there's a lot of ego gonna be happening in this video. I already know there is. But two YNs gotta team up against a so-called head is crazy work. Weak men energy. Damn, yeah, they coming at him. Oh, look, okay, this one says, damn, B-Dell is not slow, but he is so enslaved by his teachings he refused to hear another way of seeing it. I hear unclear. You can use the same language and words and say something, but if you change your emotions, and the delivery can change the meaning of feeling of what was said. Here it is. He has ego that kills spirit knowledge. I can see what they saying, but B Dell is very valuable. Like his version or his route that he takes is also valuable, because if you want to break it down on a scholarly level, he could do that for you, which is important. That means something. Now let me be unbiased, because that last video that we did, Unc wasn't looking so good. Now apparently everybody on Unc's side in this video, so we looking at both sides. Now we're gonna look at Unc's side in this video, and you know it's very. Let's just see what's going on, man. Remember, guys, look at this with your third eye. You know what I'm saying? Look at this beyond the veil. Don't look at this with any preconceived notions or any of your own emotions. By the way, y'all, it says B-Dell and FaZe. I never heard of FaZe. I have no idea who FaZe is. I never even seen a clip of him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna FaZe on mute your mic. Yo, FaZe. Yo. Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the building. We finna extrapolate, certain truth. We finna get these downloads. We finna get the edification out. We finna make everything make sense for everybody. For those who are stuck in a confusion process when they come.
Damn. So B-Dell, this is where I got questions, and I hope they address it. B-Dell really agreed. If he believes that Unc is a infiltrator, he really agreed to do another video with him. I don't know. It's a little odd to me.
The knowledge and information and things of that nature. So we got phase 1, we got 607 Unc, and Smoke is supposed to be here. I think she didn't want to live. So it's one of those things where, man, like you can't just say certain things about certain people and then duck the live at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we got phase 1, 607 Unc in the building. Put the 999 in the chat for the 9 ether.
Yo, you see, throwing up gang signs and all that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The comment section, I'm not talking about the one on the screen. I'm talking about the ones I was just reading under the actual video. Gang. I'm saying gang. You see, look. You see, this is the thing. I realized when I was editing that other video, too, I kept saying gang. I don't be saying that in my videos. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, you feel me? But I'm from Brooklyn. Like, you could kind of tell by how I talk. But gang is not something I say in my videos, but you could see that I always tell y'all we're constantly being influenced. We're constantly being conditioned. So I kind of started code switching just by watching Unc being all ghetto and stuff. I'm saying gang. I'm seeing Unc throwing up gang signs. I'm saying gang. I'm conscious of it, obviously, because I'm talking about it. But you see how it just slip out like that? I ain't gonna lie. Like, he could speak some truth, and people could relate to him because they still stuck in that low frequency of the hood. Like, just the mentality. It's not about where you live, for real. It's about your mentality. And, you're a product of your environment. So, I'm talking about that frequency, that mentality that's usually developed in the hood. They resonate in that so much. That's why this is my opinion right now. I haven't even watched the video. We gonna see if they really attacking him. We gonna dive into it. We gonna see, because 607, he throwing up game. Like, bro, this is not a man you should follow. Period.
Free Baba, free the master teacher. Let's get to it. Well, we can start out with FaZe first.
I'm finished.
Huh?
I'm finished.
What do you mean?
I'm done.
I want to say this, right? And I'm going to say this first. I'm going to be the first one to speak, right? For everyone with ears, let him hear, right? What the...
I don't know what happened to his thing.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, FaZe just blew my... I don't know what he was doing. We gonna see, though. I'm finished. I'm done. Stop it, bro.
Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. All right. Hey, you got to go in, and right back out, 607.
Well, that was fun.
Can everybody hear me good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, you probably.
Bro, what is Phase One doing?
For those and coming in the chat,
Help me understand. Help me understand, Phase.
the 607 get back in here. The 999s in the chat for everybody. And at the end, we definitely will be doing some Q&A. We'll be doing some Q&A and everything at the end. Damn. Spiritual warfare.
Yo.
Hey, spiritual warfare.
I know he trying to be symbolic. I know he's showing like why he showing bullets? What's up with this guy? Guys, listen, guys. Trust me. They take the raising your consciousness, being spiritual, opening like, you know what I mean? They take that like the whole idea behind you sounding crazy or people thinking you crazy. They take that whole gimmick crazy. They take it too far. They take that whole gimmick way too far, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. There's no reason why this guy's going like this with his little bullet. I ain't gonna even do that to y'all because y'all gotta. I don't know how many more times he gonna do it, but. And trust me, family, I'm not actually bothered. Who is this guy, man?
Let me call him. Hold on for a second. Let me call him.
And be there over here aligning himself with people like this, man.
My bad. But I was gonna say for everybody with ears left, right? What the Spirit says to the church, right? And when we speak about churches, we understand the church was never inside the church, right? A lot of people worship different things. A lot of people think, and like to say that I'm a devil, but at the same time, anytime you speak about somebody outside of yourself, you kind of like vibrate low, right? So I want to explain to people what low vibrational and high vibrational is so they can understand. Low vibrational and high vibrational got nothing to do with how you act. It got to do with how you view the world, right? Let me tell you what I mean. A 3D person will view this cup as being a regular cup, but a 5D reality person will view this cup as being an apple. They'll understand the true essence of it, right? And I want to let everybody know is the difference between the truth and a true statement, right? A true statement can be compared to be false. You can make it false, right? This is a cup. That's a true statement. But it's also a false statement. But the truth cannot be proven to be a fucking falsehood or strange, right? And the truth, they want to say it's not confusing, but I disagree. It is confusing because everybody in the world is confused, right? You gonna listen to him and he gonna tell you this. So he gonna say he got a teaching from another man. But if somebody got their teaching from another man, why you been following a man your whole life then, right? You ain't looked at yourself one time, right? You've been looking through another man, but you got a teacher. I ain't got no teacher. My teacher the Monet, right? So when we speak about truth, you gotta know the difference between truth and truth, right? Phase one gonna say about shit that's truth, but nothing he say is the truth, because I can prove it all.
Okay. So what you got to say about that, Phase? Because
Comment said, why Unc so angry? Yeah, they coming out with animosity. They coming out, shots fired. Shots fired. Oh, man. I don't know if I made a good decision to watch this.
Yeah.
why is that though?
Why is what? Why is he capping?
Yeah,
don't know better.
A lot of people, we trying to get to the diametrical differences in between as far as like people getting downloads and people getting edification from a master teacher, because it's one of those things where you got to understand that weightlifting is, reading books is weightlifting for the brain. It activates neurons. It's another way to activate the Akashic Records, which is the library within inside of you. Because there's certain books that got certain sigils and archetypes and certain esoteric knowledge that you have to extrapolate, and you have to break down those words in order to get to the inception of the truth. So it's one of those things where you got to use the books as a catalyst to break the matrix.
Let me say this. You use the book, then you're dealing with poison, right? Because the words have been changed. What's between thou and thou? You don't know the difference because they've been changed. The meaning of every word has been changed. They said one thing in the Bible. They said God changed the languages. He didn't change the languages. He changed the meaning of the words. See, all the words mean something different, right? When you search in yourself, the soul, you don't need the book because all the book gonna do is mislead you. We gotta look within. Jesus said, and everybody have said that the true knowledge is within. It comes from the Son, gang. And if I know it comes from the Son, why I'm gonna read the book then? It don't make sense for me to read the book. Why I'm gonna go through the middleman? The book is the middleman, right? It's the middleman. I never read a book.
Because books is written by men. Yes, it's very true. Now, it just depends on who you're reading and what book you're reading, right? So, yeah, there's a little tricky things when it comes to, like, the English language being it's young or low vibrational language, and certain words is the same. You say it the same, you pronounce it the same, but it has a different meaning. There's many words like that, right? Like the whole famous term of woke and going to awake, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's one level of things. So I ain't gonna lie, they both right. So I understand what they saying, what Unk's saying. Though my whole thing with Unk is just the way he portrays himself and the way he acts. I believe in representation and the way you carry yourself. And people may say like, oh, that goes against being a free spirit and being you. And yeah, that's true. But respect, morals and respect is necessary. You could be your authentic self, but disrespect isn't necessarily an authentic part of you. That's a sick part of you. That's negative conditioning.
But you still have to get truth from
or that's coming from a shadow. That's coming from your shadow. That's coming from pain. That's coming from something negative. It's not very high vibrational. Because as you rise high vibrationally, you naturally express yourself in a more positive light.
Hold up, Vidal.
Listen, let me tell you.
Hold on.
Baby, they need to get
Let me speak right here. Didn't you get the word Jesus from a book? Didn't you just say in the book it says this?
No, I didn't. My grandma,
you did it?
My
you know
grandma
it's recorded,
was a
right?
voodoo priest, right? And
so what?
Listen to me. You asked where I get it from. Let me tell you what. You asked me what. I got it from my grandma. She lied to me because the name ain't even Jesus. But I don't care about the names because there's no such thing as language. Everything is frequency about phrases. So what you think is language is a whole bunch of shit sounding like this. But it attached to your feelings. So what you is language is really feelings. The whole world is full of feelings and not language.
So then why are you saying the word language?
Because I'm speaking in a tongue in 3D. Listen, when you 5D, you got to travel.
Yo, he didn't just come and say that Jesus was in the book.
Listen, I told you, like the Muslims say, the people
ain't Jesus in the Bible? And if your mama lied to you, your grandmama lied to you, whoever the voodoo priest is that lied to you and came and gave you a lie, why the fuck you out here repeating deception then?
I didn't repeat.
I wouldn't use nothing if I thought somebody deceived me. I wouldn't make that a point at all. I would have left that behind me in the past.
Right. I didn't repeat it, right? What I said was,
somebody's having trouble connecting
this shadow. You ask me where I get it from. I let you know where I got it from. And a lot of times we try to raise people up. We try to raise people up to this conscious level. They know the same thing. So when I call names like Jesus and I call names the what?
Somebody commented, B-Dell, what is this? What you got going on, gang?
Change. Because you don't know the actual name. But I want people to remember. The only way I can spike their remembrance, you're going to say, damn. He talking about Jesus, I remember that, right? So then when you remember that, I'm going to tell you who Jesus was, because the church got Jesus confused. Jesus was consciousness, right? It's a level of consciousness that you got to receive, right? But if you can't receive Jesus on 3D level, how you going to receive him on the 5D? You can't. It's impossible, right? If me, you, and Vidal, we all 5D, we got to be able to travel to the 3D to get information. How are we going to give it to him if we not just like him?
It depends on how you look at it. Like I said, you got to use the matrix in order to get out. We gonna hold on. I think phases. Hold on.
Hey, Jungle, you listen. You gotta use. Listen. So if you think you gotta use the matrix, right? You have to. The matrix is not the matrix. Y'all call it the matrix. This is a place. It's supposed to be at for experiences, right? So life is about experiences and learning how to control the emotions.
Because the emotions are what people think is something, right? So even when you think that you are moving off your own feelings and off your words, you're moving off your emotions. You have no words. Everybody in the world is moving off how they feel, right? And if that's the case, then you got to understand that true knowledge is a vibration. It's not in a book. It's in a vibration. So all I simply got to do is vibrate higher and I get smart.
So how are you vibrating higher by using the same language that's used by deceivers?
This is how you do it, right? Listen, it's not by deceivers. Because listen, in order to understand, you got to understand this is a cup on a 3D level. We got to be conscious. This is a cup. But it's also not a cup. It's also an atom, right? But if I'm communicating with somebody that don't understand the atom, I'm going to tell them it's a cup first. Jesus said use the milk first, nigga. You got to use the blah first. Y'all want to go around putting milk and putting whole meat in niggas' mouths. And meat is poison anyway. All they do is sit in your body and decay. So the knowledge you're giving people is decaying in their body because they can't do shit with it.
Okay, so here's the situation. Again, Jesus is a book character. So if you're beyond the book, can you don't you think it's wise? Don't you think it's wise to refrain from using book characters if you're beyond it?
The consciousness, gang. And listen, if I go to Spanish, nigga, I'm gonna speak Spanish. I'm gonna speak Spanish, nigga.
Do it.
I'm gonna roll my R's when I go to Spanish, nigga, because
speak
that's
Spanish.
The language they speak.
Speak it. Speak Spanish.
So when I speak, listen, you gotta speak who you trying to teach. Listen, man, I'm not you. I don't be on the internet asking people for money. I'm rich, right?
Okay.
I don't be asking my followers for money. When Jesus stepped out, Jesus fed 5,000 people, nigga. I ain't never seen you feed nobody.
Okay.
Every time I see you in your story, you asking people for money.
There you go.
Right? I don't ask nobody for money, gang. I come to bring the knowledge.
Okay. And what's the main knowledge?
I'm all of that.
What's the main knowledge? Bro, listen, you don't got to deal with that. We handling that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the killer part. Don't worry about the killer part. Don't worry about the killer part. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Listen, don't even worry about the killer part. Don't worry about that. We can deal with what you got to deal right now, which is the knowledge that you're saying is knowledge. Okay, so again, if you're saying you're beyond, beyond the books, yo, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. Don't you think it's a sign of intelligence to allow for somebody to speak?
You didn't want to speak. You refused to speak. So when I speak, now you want to speak?
It's my turn now.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Yo, Unc is funny as hell. He came prepared for this one. I ain't gonna lie, cause I could comprehend what he's saying. It's all about his delivery though, gang. His movements, his animation is what I'm referring to. The language, his cursing and all that. On this feisty, I'm a killer. It's low vibrational. It's just a fact, family. People like him. You know what I mean? So I see why all these people defending him. I'm not defending Phase 1 either because I don't like the energy. This is my first time seeing Phase 1. I never even knew who he was, and I don't like the energy he coming in with, to be honest. And you see how energy affects us. You see how I'm watching this. I'm just watching this. Imagine if I was there. Imagine if I was around one of these kind of people. I'm watching this, and it's kind of infiltrating my aura a little bit, my consciousness a little bit, because I'm actively listening. Because I'm trying to give you guys a genuine reaction. So because I'm actively listening to it, listen. Everything that you do counts. There's energy behind every single thing that you do, every choice that you make. So because I'm actively listening to this is affecting me. Now I started the video. I'm gonna finish the video, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll definitely cleanse myself, heal myself. You know what I'm saying? Get back on my high vibrational things real quick. But I gotta be mindful going forward of what I react to. I was just telling my lady the other day, like it's a little tricky with the reactions because you don't know what you're gonna get. Like I have reacted to some videos that I never posted because the video wasn't. I didn't feel like it was worthy of posting on my channel. But I on the other hand, I do gotta say I did watch a video recently with B-Dell and 607 Unc, and we see how that went. So to an extent, to a level, I did understand or know what I was getting myself into. But I wanted to see. I was just surprised that they even got on live together again and to see where it was gonna go. Actors, bro, y'all acting. Yeah, this is like it. The fact that B Dell's entertaining this is question. It got me. Excuse me. It got me questioning him. Cause this is on his platform, I believe. I'm not watching this on his platform. I'm watching it. Somebody else is reposted it. But I think it was you could see on the bottom here his Cash App and stuff. So it's his chat. Like this is originally from B Dell's channel. So I don't know what his intentions was. That's what I want to hear. B Dell, what were your intentions? Cause the fact that you are hosting this. And after seeing what the time in 607 Unc was on in that first video, what would be your intentions to do another video with him? Now, I'm sure he's addressed it. I just haven't seen it. Maybe he addressed it before he did this video. I don't know. Let's see, though.
It's my turn to speak, so don't you think it's a sign of intelligence to allow somebody to speak? Don't you think that your form is intelligent?
So why the fuck I'm going to get knowledge when I got wisdom from the monad?
You got wisdom from the monad. Where did the word monad come from?
Listen, you worry about this. That's what you do, right? You worry about words. The word monad.
You just used
a different word to God because it means divine. It means divine. We cannot say God.
Okay, real quick. Let's stay on that. Let's stay on that real quick. Hey, B Dell, can you pull up the meaning for monad? See if it means divine.
Listen. Let me take.
We gonna deal with a point. I'm gonna show you how to do this. You're not seasoned.
Remember I told you about truth and truth? If you say something about a meaning, the meanings change every year. So
you just
every
said
year,
it meant
meaning
something.
the words change.
Okay,
but
so
the way I mean it is the way I mean it. It's the person, the tensions of the word that make the meaning. It's not the definition.
Let me ask you a question, B Dell. Can we do this a different way? Because I'm a little more on the intellectual side, and I want us to reach progress and common ground. Can we do a timer? Can we do 2 minutes apiece so that there could be a little more intellectual prowess here?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Do that.
You go ahead, Sis. So you do 2 minutes, I'll do 2 minutes. Let's do it that way.
Let me say this, right? When you speak of words, right? Words like the monad, words like Jesus, words have been changed. We gotta go with the feeling, right? So everything in life that you
I'm weak. Somebody said somebody give Uncle a hug. He's funny.
Faith is an emotion, is a vibration. Nobody has really heard words. Words don't exist, man. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say you gonna come up and say the monad mean this and mean that. And I agree, you can find that truth, but you can't find truth in that. Because the truth is the monad is outside of creation, it's outside of everything, it's outside of the God of this plane. Right? And it creates nothing. Right? It creates nothing. It has created nothing. So you gonna come and say it's a demon worshiping a demon god and all this shit, and I'm gonna say you right. I'm gonna say you telling the truth. A true statement. But I'm gonna say that statement is not truth. Because the books was written by people that either like you or dislike you. So it depends on how the person felt about you when they wrote the book. That's why you gotta get the information from the trees, from the sun, from the ground. Right? That's why you gotta get the information from the monad, whatever you wanna call them. Call them monad, call them God, call them anything. Just don't put nobody between. All right, go ahead, Faze.
All right, so here's the situation. You're making statements. I don't know if you understand the contradictory nature of them, but you're still making them. You said words don't exist. Why are you using them? That's the first question. Second question for you to think about is you said that the monad is outside of creation. But if I ask you to define it, and you can do it when it's your time, please define what outside of creation would be if your fathoming is predicated upon your existing within creation. You don't exist outside of creation. You don't know how to describe outside of creation. Another statement you made is that it's beyond the books. It goes outside of the books. So let's look at it. Monad is in books. Sophia is in books. Abraxas is in books. Everything that comes from the demiurge story is Greek philosophy. Plato's. You stole from Plato's talking about you're beyond the books. If you're really beyond the books, stop using Plato's as thing. If you're really beyond language, how about invent a new language that you can say this is beyond the language that exists, but still you would be operating within the field of language, so you contradict yourself again. If you really truly have an understanding beyond existence, how about stop using the components of existence to prove that there is an exo-existence reality? But you don't have exo-existence reality. You're still dealing with within creation. You're still a part of it. If you're saying that you're getting these downloads from something that's beyond all of the things that exist within its reality, when I ask you questions like, Can you speak Spanish fluently? You should be able to answer yes. As a matter of fact, you should be able to go before Spanish, pre-Spanish. You should be able to go to German. You should be able to go, or Germanic. You should be able to go to ancient Egyptian, Akkadian. You should be able to speak all of these languages without having to rely on anything that's sitting right here, Google, another person, or anything. It should all be able to be channelable. But y'all are not channeling. Tom,
You gonna go up there?
Oh, I was trying to post something. Go ahead, though.
Let me say this, right? The first question he asked me, right? He asked, well, let me tell you, I told him this 10 times, and I'm going to tell him again, right? Why I'm going to go to the shooting range and don't take a gun, right? Let me tell you two things you got to understand, right? Language was not my choice. I didn't want to use language. I want to talk through my mind. But because all the poison everybody's eating, we can't communicate through our mind. So we got to use the same thing that we use as a weapon. When they call it spelling, we got to use it to reverse the spell. Right? And he asked me, why do I call it the monad? And what's the monad? Listen, the world itself is inside a firmament we locked in. And outside of that firmament, whatever outside of that firmament that we can't explain, that's the monad. Right? And a lot of people want to say something about the books. I get my messages from the true creator. That's how you know, because they recorded it in the books. Remember I told you the books got true and they got truth? So everything has been recorded. So when I get the information, it's his job to go check it. So when he checked it in the books that he read, he found out that I just said the truth, right? Because the same names that he's saying in the book, I never read a book to find it, right? Because all the secrets of the universe are unlocked to me, because one thing he don't do that I do, he eat poison. Ask him, do he eat food? He gonna say, yeah. He eat food. Ask him, do he drink water? He gonna say, yeah. He drink water. Ask him, do he got a job? He gonna say, yeah. He work a job. But none of them things you supposed to do, right? So if you don't understand what you own life for, how can you be a teacher? Listen, Jesus said clean the inside of your cup before you clean the...
Somebody said B-Dell is so smart that he can't understand. Meaning he's so, like, book smart that he can't tap in with inner self for it. Because B-Dell's definitely a scholar, right? We know Billy Carson, he's like a historian. But then you got your real spiritual people. For sure. Maybe I need to start reacting to some of those, because I don't even think I really reacted to any of those. But it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your agents. But, you know, let's keep watching, y'all.
So how you gonna tell you get enlightenment, and you know true enlightenment comes from fasting, and this nigga ain't fast?
Yo, man. Fasting. He ain't lying about that.
Enlightenment comes from within, it don't come from without, right? So I just want to end with this statement right here, right? I love this brother. This brother got a lot of knowledge, but knowledge against wisdom will never win. Ever. That's what I got on my mom.
Go ahead, FaZe.
Somebody keeps saying Phase 1 is trying to come up off the spiritual community. Y'all gotta have discernment, y'all. Look out for people like that, because there's a lot of people who see something that's popular and say, oh, I could do this. They see some people making some money off of it, or they see there's just a lot of people involved. Some people see a lot of people involved means a lot of pockets involved. A lot of pockets involved means they could get some of that. You feel me?
Okay. Your information that you're talking about, your awareness, your wisdom, all of that is seeming to be limited. Because if I ask you a simple question and you can answer this with your response, you spoke about the firmament. Without going to Google, I want you to tell me what it means, or what's the word for firmament in Hebrew, and I want you to tell me where you got the word firmament from. Meaning, if it is a word you're using, you got it from somewhere. And if you're going to tell me that you got the word out of a book that shut down your statement prior, listen, it's called decorum.
Can I answer?
Scholarly etiquette. You can allow somebody to finish their time. Unless you feel that there's hate that you have to do. If your truth really stands, you don't have to cut in. Where's my time at right now, B-Dell?
Go ahead and start over. Just go ahead and start over for clarification.
Okay, I would have to start over. You understand that? You understand? Huh?
My apologies.
No, yeah, it's all good.
When you ask your question, I'm going to speak.
It's all, no, you speak on your time. That's why I did it this way, so that the people that are watching won't get lost in all the hoorah. We can really get down to what you're saying. And you're doing it again.
Respond to the question. How they gonna know when I'm responding?
I responded to your questions or your challenges with my time.
Let's do this.
I have a time limit to do that.
Let him come with the questions then. So
let who come with the question?
Let him dictate it. Because if you ask the question, they don't know what I'm responding to when it's my turn.
No, yes they do. Do you underestimate the audience? Y'all underestimate you, and I underestimate you. I understand.
Do you underestimate? Nah, I saw a comment that said Phase One trying too hard to sound deep. I think see what that person was saying.
Responding to, which is why I'm responding.
Guys, people, if two people can't have two adult men can't have a civil conversation.
You're right. Let's go. And you just said you underestimate me. You know that, right? On record. Continue. And that's fine. I underestimate you because you got it's called decorum. You told me about composure. You ain't tell me nothing about
Wait.
Composure. We're not in pre-K. Wisdom would allow you to know that if we both talking at the same time, neither one of us can discern what's being said. Okay, again, when you speak about the firmament, that's a word that comes from a book. So you got it from somewhere. If you're going to debate that, that's fine. Still, if I'm able to go and find the word in a book that comes before you were even birthed into this earth plane, then that means that word comes from a book. If you don't know the meaning of it, then you cannot go and petition the monad to get the meaning that the monad does not allow for you to get all of the information, which means that your information is limited, which means you serve a limited God, which makes sense because you're coming with Abraxas. And Abraxas is a limited God, even in the stories. Abraxas falls short. No! That's very intelligent. That's very wise what you just did. All right, so I'll concede the point. Not concede the point. I'll move forward from the point on this.
My boy sounded like Caesar. Y'all was on Planet of the Apes when Caesar said his first words. He was like, no. Nah, Phase One, I ain't gonna lie. Phase One, he not really, I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right, we unbiased. No matter how I may feel about 607 represent himself and represent the community, Phase One is not getting what he's saying for real. It ain't clocking to him. It's not clocking to you. Come on, man. I know y'all seen that Justin Bieber video.
Screaming. And I'll let Vidal start to dictate like you suggested. I'm okay with that. Before we move forward, I'm in the middle of a 21-day fast right now. I fasted multiple times, 9 days at a time. You're a liar. You don't speak things that are true, so that's faulty wisdom. Let's move on. Vidal, you can dictate. I'm with that.
Okay. Hold on, let me get 607 back on her.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this again, right? When I speak something, it's the truth. So of course you can find it in your books, gang. That's the whole point. You're gonna find what I say in books. And when you speak about everything that's locked in the firmament here, the information that's here, everybody available to that information. Right? I speak of information beyond this plane, gang. Right? So, again, I'm not concerned with you trying to debate languages, right? You trying to debate how we speak. You're making a fool of yourself. Because everybody speaks languages. I can speak to a Mexican without knowing Spanish because it's a feeling. All I got to do is go like this or go like that. I talk to people in penitentiaries around the world without knowing no language. Because language is the fact of a feeling. Right? If you got a smile on your face, if you angry looking, that's true language, gang. It has nothing to do with the words come out your mouth. That's why I can say, fuck you, but say it in a smiling tone and nothing happens to the person. But if you say fuck you in a mean tone with that emotion, then that's going to show something else. The world is controlled by emotions. You talk about 5 senses, I'm talking about 15.
Bro, who is this guy on the bottom corner that they just added? With no context. Smoking a spliff. What's going on here? What is going on here, guys?
But I love your shit.
I just saw a comment. I love so much. Energy speaks louder than words. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Phase One. Alright, so here's my honest opinion. Because I'm doing y'all a disservice if I'm not being honest. This is my first time seeing Phase One. I think Phase One is a fraud. That's what my intuitive... I've only been watching this for 20-something minutes, and he just literally been going back and forth with 607. So I don't got a lot. So I'm not saying it's the definite truth. I don't got a lot to go off of. I think Phase One is a fraud. And I saw the comment. Somebody kept commenting, Phase just trying to come up on the community. Sounds about right to me. Now, when it comes to 607, though, I think he's a plant. Two different things. Because 607 really knows some stuff. Phase One ain't really say nothing for real. 607 really knows some stuff, but that's how plants work. They're prepared before they're put out into the world. I don't know who Smoke the Creator is. And when it comes to B-Dell, I just think B-Dell's, I think it's true when Unc says that B-Dell resonates a little bit. He not tapped into the soul like that. At least he doesn't seem to be. He's very scholar, very logical, very book smart. And books are valuable for sure. But this is what my soul indicator, whatever you want to call it, intuition, this is what I'm feeling. It's the energy I'm feeling just from watching these guys. We about halfway through the video though. I ain't gonna lie, there's been a couple times as I've been watching this, I've been considering leaving the video. Like if I wasn't recording right now, I would have been left, to be real with y'all. It's a lot of low frequency energy going on right now. But I'm already invested this much time into it for the video, so we're gonna keep watching for now at least, right?
To have an understanding, you have to travel through somewhere. You chose to get your information from the books and your teacher. I chose not to have a teacher or go through no books. So I'm not going to say you wrong. I'm just going to say that you need to make sure you check.
They said, when did Flavor Flav join?
Not from no book. It's about how you feel. If you feel like it's right, it's right. If you feel like it's wrong. You got a compass on the inside of you. You don't need no book. You don't need nobody on the outside to tell you what's truth. Everybody should feel on the inside and know what's truth from the inside of themselves. That's what I teach. I teach people don't listen to me, don't listen to you, listen to themselves. And I'm going to end with this. If I said something bad, it came from me. If I said something good, it came from God, the Monad, Jesus, anything you want to call.
Go ahead, FaZe.
All right, so again, I think that there's a lack of understanding, comprehension rather, that you're still using language to explain all of this. If you don't understand this, I can explain it to the best of my ability. Language helps you communicate. I'm done with it. Language helps people communicate. So when you're using words, the point of using the words is to get a meaning across. It's to relay a message. So if you're saying words and you don't understand the meaning of those words, then they can cause, there can exist. Why am I being interrupted?
Hey, slow down.
Yo, where I'm at in time?
Just start over.
Okay, I don't want to take too, because I know that can lull a conversation. So the main thing that I'm telling people to pay attention to now is there are statements being made that are unprecedented logical fallacies. This means that you're saying because one thing is so, that means that the other thing must be so. You're saying that if you find it in a book, it must be true. You may not remember your statements, but I do. No, that doesn't mean that. Just because you find it in a book, because you said it and now I can go and find it in a book, doesn't even mean it is true. I do not have a standpoint that the things that you're saying are true.
He didn't say that though. That's not what he said. He said if I'm saying something and you can find it in the book, it's because I'm speaking truth. Not that if you find it in the book, that means it's the truth. That's not the same thing. He's saying that he didn't get it from a book. He's just saying that other people put it in a book because it's truth. Not saying that everything that he says that's in a book is true. It's a difference, family. I ain't gonna lie. First time seeing FaZe, it might be the last. Truth, family, truth.
I have a standpoint that you're just saying things and you don't even know what they mean. Meaning your communication is also limited. I would never want to serve any God or be channeled by or channel with any God or through any God that would present to me limited information. That means that if I'm here to reach people, to bring people to the truth that you're speaking about, they're going to be misled. Because some people are going to think this word means this. Some people are going to think this word means that. And if I lack the understanding or comprehension to be able to explain or differentiate or distinguish, then guess what happens? People end up lost. Probably part of the reason why you got people like Smoke the Creator saying that their God is Abraxas. Does she know that the word Abra is saying the origin? And when you're saying the word Kazus, which way you get that word, they use X and K in the Greek alphabet. You're saying that there's the origin of something that has fallen. The origin of the reason why things fell. An occurrence of falling, that's Lucifer. You worship Lucifer, and he doesn't have all of the information. Duality, the demiurge, they don't have all of the information. They're lopsided or slanted. Therein lies or tells the truth, the whole issue.
Yo, somebody said Faye's not ready. He need another incarnation. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a spiritual cleanse after this video. This is my last video for today for sure.
I'm gonna see what she got to say. What you got to say about that? Smoke.
Oh, Smoke is a girl.
That's the whole point. It's duality. It's balance. Of course, we're gonna have evil and good in everything we do. Language is not needed. It's what the whole point of what 607 is trying to do.
You said language is not needed, but you're using language to.
Right. Because that's what you need. That's what you need.
Not making any sense right now.
Okay. So I can just sit here right now, right? I can just sit here right now, and I can just go by facial expression, and you understand exactly what I'm feeling, right? I can tell you what I'm saying just by facial expression. So how do I need language? Why do I need language if I could just use facial expression? It's all off of emotions, bro. That's all he's saying. We don't need it. Yes, he has it because that's what they created.
So it's one of those things where, like I said, it's another form of pseudo-intellectualism. So it's one of those things where you got to understand, like I said, you got to break down the etymology of certain words. You just can't be using words and saying at the same time that you're getting downloads.
Words are fucking vibrations. You can use whatever you want to use.
So who are you channeling and getting your downloads from for where you don't even know who you are sexually? Same for 607 up. Who are you channeling where you extrapolating Canaanite culture with black nails? Who are you channeling? Who are you channeling to, dish out that type of negativity to the people? Who are you channeling if you're getting these downloads?
Oh, man. Shots fired. I'm sorry, family, that I have y'all watching this. I'm sorry. We gonna see it through. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still debating in my mind. But these people, they're all exposing themselves. And look, B-Dub be saying some real deal info. But he is too much in his ego, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because shots was fired at him. And she's shooting him back. And look, he's so much of an intellectual that intellectually speaking, somebody's saying something around him like, nah, that ain't true. And he's going to address it. And it's not that he's wrong. But he's addressing it by firing shots. I thought Smoke the Creator was a boy. Now he coming at Smoke the Creator not knowing her gender. Because it's a girl, apparently. 607 painting his nails and, being wild. See, B-Dub not really one of them. He not really with the soul for real. But he has, his knowledge is valuable though, for sure. But I feel like this is not the way. I mean, look, this video is 3 months old. I'm late to the party, but I don't like this party. And I feel like, yo, B-Dub, this is not the way. You feel me? This is not the direction you need to be going. You need to be having people like some real ones on here. I mean, but that's just my opinion.
I'm channeling the same people the person that you're getting your downloads from, them books. They channeling the same people I channel. That's source. That's the same person they channel. The same person you channeling. You channeling from a...
Comments say he went there.
Recycled downloads, bro. From different people, and you don't even understand that you're reading sales. Come on, bro.
Damn, who are you channeling to where you're basically saying?
I just told you, source.
So source has made you sexually confused, right?
Hold on. Hey, bro, stop. Stop, bro. Stop.
What?
Stop. You want to talk about sex? You want to talk about sex confused?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Hold on.
Nobody confused. Listen. So you was born with a masculine and feminine, right? So when you was baby, you got to activate your masculine and your feminine, right? Your divine masculine and your divine feminine, right? So everybody in the world is spirit. There's no such thing as a body. If you believe you're a body, then you're 3D. There's no way you can tell me you 5D and you worried about that body and that he, she, whatever it is. Because once you worry about the body, you already vibrated too low. I got a question. We understand the spiritual plane, we don't have a body. I got a question. We just spirit. Hold up, gang. I got a question. Let me speak. I got a question. I let you know. No question. No question. Until when? No question. Let me tell you something. You got a masculine and a feminine side of your brain. So once you judge somebody's body, you cannot be a 5D creature like you say, because we understand we don't got a body. Smoke ain't nothing but a light. Right?
Everything
has no body.
No, everything in the universe has a body. So if you're extrapolating certain things that's basically propagating some things that's
Smoke the Creator smoking a cigarette right now?
out of order, then who are you really channeling?
It's not out of order.
Black male.
It's masculine and feminine.
I ain't gonna lie, I've heard this. I be so out of touch with the mainstream media. I've heard, like, to be real with y'all, when it comes to this spiritual stuff, there's only probably 1 or 2 people I watch, right? Because I'm at a point where nobody's talking about, or I see people for what they are, or what they teach. I'm already, you know what I mean? I can't really learn from them. There's only 1 or 2 people that I know of. I mean, don't get me wrong, you learn something, but I'm talking about in terms of what level of consciousness I'm on, or just the growth I'm trying to get on. I'm not really watching a lot of these people, but I have heard, I never really seen it like that, but I have heard there's people that smoke cigarettes, that be, you know, doing these low vibrational things, and on here, you know, claiming to be spiritual. Or you see how this type of stuff pulls you down? Because I'm not trying to judge nobody, but I'm judging. I mean, it's human nature. I'm calling it how I see it, for real. That just threw me off, though. The weed is one thing. Alright, I got my opinions on that. But to be a cigarette? B-Dell, what we doing? What you doing, bro? Now I'm questioning B-Dell, family. What we doing?
See, it's vibrating correctly. Because listen, to vibrate, the time that you know that, everything was so soft, they thought he was a fag. Everything this Buddha was so soft, they thought he was gay. Right? You gotta understand this.
Everything.
Okay, I got a question.
Because that's the precursor to mastery.
I got a question. No, not no curse. The curse is over. The curse is the I got a question. 607. Curse tell you be cursed. 607. I got a question. I got an answer. I got all the answers. All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. What's fifth dimension? Can you explain it? What's the fifth dimension? What's 5D? Listen. All right, listen. Let me explain to you. 3D reality is this, right? If you live in 3D reality, you believe that this world is physical, right? We live in a 5D reality. You view the world totally different. You understand there's an atom, and you view the world with things that can help you, right? So the highest consciousness, you don't deal with love. You deal with being authentic. That's why I tell you all the time, fuck you, and I'm authentic with it, and I vibrate high when I tell you, right? Because the vibration got...
I speak a lot about being your true authentic self. I hope none of y'all ever misunderstood me and thought that meant that it's okay to be ignorant and disrespectful. That's low frequency energy. That's just like I said, as you naturally rise, you're supposed to be growing spiritually. So as you grow spiritually, you're gonna shed that naturally. So this is false. This is not. Do not fall for it, bro. I'm telling y'all. Do not fall for this. This is not something is going on here. Do not fall for this. Yeah, I just changed up the screen because I need y'all to see this when I say this. Do not fall for this whole thing that's going on, that they are condoning in negative behavior. Negative behavior is negative. We understand already that negativity is low vibrational. It's a low frequency. As you grow spiritually and consciously, you shed negativity. You shed that low vibrational frequency. You automatically are above it. You outgrow it. So when people get online, right? Because look, what we're referring to right now, because I got the screen like this. When people get online, with 607 Unk said, when I say F you, and I'm being my authentic self, so it's high vibrational because authenticity is high vibrational. That is a trick, family. They're trying to condone you to be negative. They're trying to condone low vibrational activity. Low vibrational activity will keep you from growing, period. Being your true, when I tell people be your true authentic self, I am not trying to tell you to be negative, to be low vibrational, to be ignorant. Do not fall for that. Anybody who's out here teach you that, I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I always say, that there's something going on here that is somebody is trying to mislead you. I'm not saying it's the ones delivering the message. I'm not saying it's the messenger itself, but somebody sent that messenger that's trying to mislead you. Absolutely. And if you're watching this from the clip and not the actual video, I'm just gonna replay this real quick of what I'm referring to.
You understand there's an atom and you view the world with things that can help you, right? See, the highest consciousness, you don't deal with love, you deal with being authentic. That's why I tell you all the time, fuck you, and I'm authentic with it, and I vibrate high when I tell you, right? Because the vibration got nothing to do with the words that come out your mouth. It got something to do with how you view the world. So to be in 5D reality, all you got to do is view the world different, right? So the way it's from the...
Nah, gang. Nah. This is when you take real esoteric knowledge and then you try to spin it to where negativity is condoned. Negativity is negativity, period. Now in the dualistic world, it plays its role. It's necessary. But that's the whole point. You're supposed to ascend above the dualistic world. You're supposed to ascend above negativity. You're supposed to obtain light, not darkness. This energy right here is darkness. I don't care how much esoteric deep knowledge a person is dropping. If they are presenting themselves, actions speak louder than words. Energy speaks louder than words. If they are portraying themselves, their actions, in a low vibrational way, the intention is not good. This is what you call infiltration, and people are falling for it. I just read that comment section. People are falling for it. This whole lineup right here, this whole video has been super negative, super low vibrational. And not only that, there is no progression. Nothing is being achieved or accomplished. There's nothing being gained from this video. Now we're halfway through it. I'm gonna finish it because because I'm speaking on it, there's some value on it. I could speak on this. You know, Spirit led me to this video for a reason. But I'm telling y'all, do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. All this gang, hood, spiritual stuff. And listen, bro, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I've been around it. I grew up around it. I've been close to people who's still in it to this day. No, that's contradictive. It will never work. Too many people are so indoctrinated that they relate. They want to look at somebody they relate to. And that's why some people even like me. Because I still have my New York accent. You could tell that the way I articulate myself, or just my accent, or just, you know what I'm saying? You could, like me even saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell I'm not from no suburbs. But at the end of the day, you have to recognize all that ghetto rah-rah stuff. If you see somebody on that time and they out here doing wild, they just acting wild. They crazy. They coming off crazy, but they speaking some real deep spiritual knowledge, bro. Don't fall for it, man. I'm a digress. I'm a digress.
Not from without. When we view the world from the inside, you are now in 5D, you dumb nigga. Okay, so check this out. Doesn't the atom exist within the realm of physicality? You're not listening to this. I ask you a question. It's a yes or no. Doesn't the atom
There's no such thing as a yes or no answer. Let me tell you why.
Does the atom... Okay, so let me... Okay, so check this out. Does the atom... I'm asking you a question. You give me whatever answer you want to give me. I just want to make sure the question is clear. Does the atom exist within the realm of physicality? I tell you this, right? The atom exists within everything. Everything exists goes atom, space, atom, space, atom, space, right? Without an atom, you won't have nothing, and without space, you won't have nothing. That should tell you two things in life. Nothing is yours, not even your breath. If I inhale right now, I gotta exhale, nigga, because nothing is mine. There's no attachments in life, right? So I don't have no attachments. I'm not attached to no words. You attached to them words in the book, nigga. You attached to everything, but when you believe in the truth monad, you have no attachments. I can speak in 3D, I can speak in 4D, I can travel to 5D. I'm a ascended master. I'm going to say what I want. Okay, so I just want to make sure we're clear. I'm asking, and then a lot of people are watching right now. There's a question on the table. Does the atom and the subatomic particles that make up the atom, the quark... I just gave you the answer, nigga! Does it exist in the realm of physicality? I just gave you the answer. That's what you think that was? Listen, everything is atom, space. Atom, space. If you want to know what an atom is, break it down some more. Just like this is a bottle of fucking water, right? But it's also fucking poison if you don't drink it out the glass. So everything in life has a different layer. Life is like an onion, it's different layers, but it makes you cry, right? So you
Look at this. Look at this. B-Dell, you talking to demons and they really don't understand. For real, for real. And some people that watch this type of content, they don't have the discernment to be able to see it. I know exactly what I'm looking at right now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I already told y'all what I thought. I don't think B-Dell's negative at all. Is he spiritual? Not really. He just he got extensive vocabulary. He knows the truth. He knows how to find the truth. He knows how to share the truth. He ain't really spiritual for real. At least from what I've seen. I ain't watched a lot of B-Dell. Phase 1 just looked like a fraud. I never seen Smoke the Creator before either, but Smoke the Creator on here smoking cigarettes. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, family. Not saying that, you feel me, like, you could be a conscious, or at least a certain level of consciousness, but at least a person could recognize that it's a bad habit, you know what I mean? Or it's all about the portrayal, you know what I mean? What are you portraying? And you know, Unk is a plant, straight up. Straight up. I just told y'all what it is for real.
I'm trying to touch the soul, and the soul can't speak. It just records shit, right? Okay, let me ask you a question. Everybody's soul is recording.
Because here's the thing about Unk. He be saying a lot of real shit, but he just, you see, now I'm cursing on my channel. I mean, y'all know I be cursing sometimes, but whatever. It don't even matter. Y'all know Unk, he be saying some real knowledge sometimes, but I already said what it is, family. I already told y'all what it is, family.
Right now, and everybody is feeling right now.
People talking about B-Dell too good for this. This is the thing I gotta, that's the thing. They probably really, this is his channel, or that's the chat that's on the screen is from his channel. So those people probably speaking from a perspective. Look, this one said, look, B-Dell too good for this. They speaking from a perspective because he be dropping some real deep esoteric knowledge for real. He be breaking it down for you too. And like I said, I appreciate people like B-Dell that do that. It said, B-Dell, you let us down tonight. I'm telling you, but I don't watch B-Dell, so I'm going off of what I'm seeing right now. That's why I'm questioning him. I don't know how tapped in he in for real. Just based off of him allowing this on his channel. I gotta find his explanation for this. You know what I mean? Going on for the future.
So everybody's soul is recording this right now, and everybody is feeling right now. Exactly. So let the monad speak right now. He in trouble. So check this out. And then you know if the monad speaks, he has to do so within the realm of physicality because sound has to travel through a medium. Through vibration, nigga, through me. Excuse me. Vibration is also a matter of physicality. We all know this.
Hey, you gotta let him speak.
All right, my fault. If the monad can speak without you, that'd be great. But somehow it seems to have to speak through you, or it seems to be speaking through you. So if it's speaking through you, it's using a medium that exists within the realm of physicality. Your vocal cords are physical. The sound that you're producing.
Talk about insanity, guys. Talk about chaos energy. Nah, these guys gotta be. Uncle had to be made in the lab. I'm joking, but
it's within the realm of physicality. Everything you're talking about, down to the atoms, molecules, water, poison, all of that's physical. There's absolutely nothing that you have said thus far that is outside of the realm of physicality. Therefore, I am able to reason that you have absolutely no idea.
It's the same thing he just said. Thank you.
Excuse me. I don't like being cut off by pterodactyls. I don't favor that. Listen. So let me finish that. Excuse me. Hey, give me about 30 more seconds. All right, 30 more seconds and I'll be quiet. Okay, so again.
What did he mean by that? Pterodactyls. That's some type of lingo I'm unfamiliar with.
The reason for me explaining this is I always ask people, explain 3D, 4D, 5D. Explain all of that. If you can explain it, then at least I can understand that your knowledge isn't limited or your information isn't limited. People are safe to listen to you. If not, then I would tell people don't listen to what the fuck this nigga talking about. Because if you just said space and nothing, really what you just did is said one and the same. And even space exists. Excuse me, that wasn't 30 seconds. That wasn't 30.
It was. I'm looking at the thing.
Space exists within the realm of physicality.
Let me say this.
It's still physical. Go ahead.
Let me say this. Jesus, as above, so below. As within, so without.
Who said that?
Listen.
Who said that?
Listen, let me speak my words.
All right.
But Jesus ain't the first one that said it. It was said by Buddha too. It was said by everybody that traveled in 5D reality. Everybody got highest consciousness. They said the same statement. Because when I speak from the same consciousness level as Jesus. So my words be the same words that he said. You can track them down, and I ain't never read them. But I'm going to say this, right? As above, so below. As within, so without, right? So I'm going to speak from a place where you can understand, right? So we speak of an atom. Everything in the world is physically made of it, right? He want me to break down the chemical reaction and all them words of it. As long as I know what it do, I don't need a driver's license to drive, right? So what I'm saying, I can explain it, I can articulate it, I can tell you what it means. But Jesus said, and I like to say what Jesus said, because Jesus is consciousness. He want to keep on saying it's not consciousness, but he said you have to give him the milk first. So everybody too concerned with that. He want to give you the meat, right? He want to give you hard language because he want to be your teacher. He want to be bigger than you. He want to sound smarter than you, right? But the true essence of this is how you are on the inside. Are you rich on the inside and out? I'm rich. I can show you I'm rich. I'm rich in my spirit. I can show you that too, right? So a man can talk, but it's about within. Clean the inside of your cup before you clean it out, right? I am the message I bring, gang. He disrespects Smoke. He disrespects everybody. When you can take for yourself and disrespect somebody else, that means you are a 3D reality person, right? So
Unc been disrespectful the whole video. So has FaZe though. And B-Dell did shoot some shots too.
So I can explain to him what 3D.
Because you disrespected me and I didn't do shit to you.
You gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me. Hold on. Let me speak to you.
You told me there you were going to kill him.
I told you. Remember I told you this.
Right.
I said I vibrate 3D, 4D, 5D, depending on what I need. See, y'all believe in killing the ego. I believe in not. I believe you kill your ego when it's time for you to use it, you will die. I believe you have to train your ego, right? You have to, because it's in survival mode. I believe the whole world is stuck in survival mode, and everybody is drifting. And I believe that the ego should be tamed, right? So I come with a different...
That is true. As long as you're still living the human experience, unless you truly are ready to leave the human experience right now, you got to deal with the ego. You got to tame it. You got to train it. I say that all the time. But Unc definitely ain't tame his ego. So.
And that lesson ain't in no book, right? Because everybody know when you start playing songs, people run over you. And they run over you too much, you need your ego, right? You need it, right? So I'm going to say this. I don't speak for you, just for you, Fidel. Nigga, only reason I said something about you is for two reasons. One, I thought you tricked me to a debate, right? Two, after you did that, I'm like, nigga, using all these big ass words, but I found out, nigga, you is a spirit person. Nigga, let me speak my mind. I found out, nigga, you meditate. I watch your story. You get your information from different sources too. You just double check yourself, nigga. Y'all both double check yourself. Both y'all niggas enlightened. Cause I spoke to both y'all niggas, but both y'all niggas go double check yourself in the book. I don't go double check myself.
That's okay. You know that's the problem, right?
No. It's about how you feel, nigga.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. You said Jesus said, as above, so below. Where you say that at?
Listen to me, right?
I'm listening. You don't got to keep telling me to listen. That's a real question.
So,
just cite it. Just cite it. Where did he say that? You said he said it. I want to see if it's telling it. Can you get what I'm saying? I'm doing my best to merit whether or not you're telling me the truth. Where did Jesus say that at?
Do you want me to answer or not? Listen, if I say truth, let me tell you something. A true statement can be proven to be a false statement. A true statement cannot be proven false. So it's a lot of true statements that I can say, and books and language can confuse them. But a true statement cannot be proven wrong. Like the truth statement that I can say right now cannot be proven wrong.
In the truth. Okay, all I'm asking you, I know it's not hard to do this. All I'm asking you to do is tell me where you said it. You made a statement.
I just told you.
You made a statement. So that's not the answer. You didn't even give me a location. If I say where, I'm asking for a location. I'm asking for an excerpt. I'm asking for a citing, something.
Within, go listen.
Within is not the answer.
Wrong in the world, look within. You will find it. If I
Excuse me, then you're wrong then. All right, let me help you out.
I'm a prophet of God. I'm not no Saul. I'm a prophet.
Then you just lied. Then you just lied.
I don't lie. I can't lie to you still.
You just lied.
I can't.
You said Jesus said as above, so below.
Let me tell you something about a lie, right? Even a lie can listen.
Your method is to talk.
Badale.
You don't have scholarship. You don't even got wisdom.
Let me show you how a lie is not no problem. A lie just changed your reality, right? If I go tell my wife, I ain't been cheating on her, she gonna treat me like I ain't cheated on her. I'm gonna change her whole reality because the words is just that powerful. So when I change her reality, she's not gonna think about me cheating no more. Her reality has been changed. So even reality, she's not gonna think about me cheating no more. Her reality has been changed. So even a lie could be true, right? But nothing can be proven true, nigga.
So all I'm asking you to do, without all the jargon, if you don't know, that's fine. I'll accept that.
I just told you.
I'm asking you, where can I go and find?
You want to hear it.
Okay, for everybody that's here, they got they optimal brain functioning right now. I'm asking 607 to present where it says that Jesus stated, as above, so below.
Bro, listen. You too worried. You too worried about. Listen, if I tell you right now, we say the Corinthians 5. If I say that the Corinthians 5, 10,000 years ago, it was no such thing as Corinthians 5. If I tell you the truth, nigga, it's the truth.
Look, family, somebody just said Matthew 6:10 in the chat. Let me look it up. And they sticking on that point, though. Like, it don't even really matter. Like, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Yeah, in other words, he did say that in the book. First one is a fraud, y'all.
About books, and different books are going to be
Jesus
different
was here
things.
10,000 years ago.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's why I don't read them.
Jesus was here 10,000 years ago.
Jesus been since the beginning of time. Time is linear. Time
Jesus was on planet Earth as Jesus 10,000 years ago?
Yes.
Where?
And time doesn't exist.
Where? Where was he located 10,000?
Let me tell you, dumbass.
Where was he located 10,000 years ago?
Hold on, let me tell you, dumbass.
I'm asking you a question.
Guys. You got people calling each other dumbass.
You gave my answer, so I'm asking you, where was he located 10,000 years ago?
Let me tell you. Listen, if you look up past in a dictionary in your books, past is before you speak, right? If you look up future, future is after you have spoken, right? And let me tell you about time. Time is linear, right? The only time we have is now, right? Life is moment to moment, right? So what I'm telling you is this. Everything is happening right now. We live in a parallel universe. So Jesus is happening now. You see Jesus through me, nigga. Jesus is consciousness, gang. So you don't understand that everything is repeating, going over and over again. But it's not. Because all of your mind is no such thing as time. Time was invented to keep you stuck, to keep you lost, right? So everybody believing in time, they don't understand that there's no time. I can prove it to you. You can take 4 people. You put them in the car. They go an hour ride. I guarantee you, all 4 of them people gonna feel like time was different based on how they feel about time, right? So you can't tell me time is real when it's not, right? If time is real, why they take the month from 13 months to 12? And if time is real, why is time speeding up right now? 24 hours in a day today is not even the same 24 hours it was when we was growing up, and science approved it. Right?
Okay, because you don't understand what they're saying time is. You're using their words.
You don't understand what time is. Time
hold on, I just let you talk.
All right?
Intelligence.
No, but look, you're not really wrong or right at the same time, but like I said, you got to break the spell by using the words. Where did the word Jesus come from? You got to get into ancient Proto-Semitic language. The G and the J are interchangeable. Right. So when you're saying Jesus, you're really saying Jesus, which is a gas, a noble gas. Right. That gas is ether. That is also associated with Tahuti, Thoth, that created the whole ideology of as above, so below. So that's what he's basically trying to tell you. He wants you to understand, don't just be saying words.
Just say there and there. Listen, no. Word is the emotion of how you feel. Say there and there. Right? So I can say there and I can say there. They sound the same but mean different. I can say Jesus, I can say Thor said it. It doesn't matter. It's the emotion, gang, that you carry that determines the word. That determines the meaning of the word, right? tell you one word, but I see a lot of people that say words that mean totally different things because it's the meaning within them. So to understand the meaning of the word, you gotta ask me, yo, what do you mean by that? For me to understand you, I gotta say, Fidel, what do you mean by that? Because I guarantee Fidel got a different meaning than what's in that book. Because I have spoken to Fidel, right? So when I talk to Phase 1, I asked Phase 1, I said, yo, Phase 1. He said, I got my teacher. My teacher raised me, but he stopped there. He said, I left my teacher. I found out everything in the streets when I went down there. Because, listen, even when he was left, he came born into a family of spiritualists. He tried to get away from it, but he couldn't run. So it was not his
No, the
first.
fuck I did it.
You told me that.
No, the fuck I did it. And I never told your ass that I
you told me that.
spiritual leaders either. You lied.
You didn't tell me that.
You went on there with Smart Creator and you said that Excuse me.
Stop.
Excuse me. You should be able to go back and forth because you done already broke the time limit and you weren't able to handle that. I gave a time limit so we could, excuse me, I gave a time limit so that we can get our thoughts out. You weren't able to handle that. So we should be at least able to go back and forth. I never the fuck. I said I wanted to be the spiritual leader, that I was the spiritual leader. You lied.
I just said I'm wrong, guys.
Okay, check this out. Then watch this. That goes back to your statement. It ain't coming from the Monad then.
No,
So
I
then how
got
much
to
of what you, excuse me. How much of what you said about Phase 1 came from the Monad? Give me one thing that came from the Monad about Phase 1.
Listen, gang. Let me
Hold on. Before you go into it, I'm gonna take 30 seconds because every time I ask a question, I don't get the answer to the question. I get another pontification. I asked for it.
I can't do it, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. Look, we had 13 minutes left. You see what's happening. It ain't going nowhere. This video still gonna get posted. We still gonna put it up. But I gotta, enough is enough, you feel me? That was just, my frequency was being tainted by that. You gotta remember this. I'm gonna post it just for the warnings I gave and all that. Like, the things I said, I feel like it's very valuable and it's good that for us to have discernment, especially when we enter in a time where consciousness is becoming mainstream. They're gonna try to taint the waters, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta have discernment. So the video's definitely gonna get posted, but y'all gotta remember this, family. Enough is enough when it gets to a certain point because we're constantly consuming. Me watching that, you watching it, having you watch it was consumption. Now, it's not the end of the world. It's cool. We can easily compensate for that, right? But I didn't want to consume that anymore. It was a whole lot of low frequency. It was a whole lot of low vibrational. It was a whole lot of ignorance. And quite frankly, it was affecting me. And I don't need that type of, I just don't need that in my life. You feel me, family? So I had to end the video. I don't think we really missed much in the last 13 minutes of it. But always remember that, family. Be mindful of what you consume at all times. Understand deception, intentional deception is a very real thing. But that's it for today, y'all. Stay tuned. We got a lot more content on the way. I love y'all.